This is, absolutely amazing. This is like God mode for coding. Spotify just shipped the app that I've been building. It's called Xirp and it's free. 50 coding agents all at once, on the same screen, same codebase, and none of them collide. You can use Codex, Gemini, Claude Code, CLI, all side by side. 1,300 Spotify engineers were using this before anyone outside actually knew it existed. My access came through, so watch this. I'll show you what it does, what it won't do, and the one thing they left out that took me about 10 minutes to fix. Get started, you need to go to the link down below in the description, click join the beta, and then download it for Mac. File is downloaded, simple drag and drop into applications. Okay, you get started right here with sign in. One quick gotcha that might get you straight away, it's not your Spotify account you're using to log in here. This is a brand new Spotify technology account. And by the way, it needs a work email, so Gmail, Yahoo, and Outlook are all out. You probably don't have a Spotify tech account, so click sign up, put in your email and chosen password. Now have a look at this. Let's get set up. It's really easy. You pick a coding agent, you enable session hooks, and choose the layout. It's so simple. So I've got Claude Code and Codex available. I can also install the Gemini CLI as well if I want. Now, session hooks. This is very interesting. You should definitely enable these hooks. The switch is exactly how Xirp knows when an agent is stuck. And hold that thought. We'll return to it later. Choose your layout. I'll stick with the default. You've got shortcuts listed here as well, and click Finish. Now, look at this. This is Xirp in its entirety. It's so small, so simple. It kind of reminds me of those vibe coding apps from last year. I'm going to start really simple. I'm not even going to set anything else up. I just want to kick the tires on this. So I'm going to dream big and I'm going to say, build a simple 3D shooting game that allows me to shoot different targets with a first-person shooter gun. So I can actually make this as a project. I'm going to add it before I start and just put the path to my project. So the name of my project will be Xirp Demo. Click Add, start building right there. You'll see I can also go into Claude Plan mode. I won't do that for the moment. I'll build straight away and run in the background. I'll say yes, I trust the folder, and look at this. It goes straight into Claude Fable 5 with XI effort. It checks on install that you've got GitHub command line, the GH command installed, and also tmux because it's essentially running these Claude Code sessions and any other session inside a window. Here's something you should really see. I'm actually going to go down here. I'm going to quit Xirp completely. Look at that. Quit. Straight out of it. I'll relaunch it and I'm back here in Xirp. But watch this. Projects, Xirp Demo is there with one active session. When I go in and click to that active session, look, this is still running. So quitting Xirp does not quit my Claude Code sessions, which is awesome. They're running in tmux in the background on my computer. We can see the context window, which I think is really valuable. Look at this. We've got usage of our 1 million token total with Claude Fable 5, but Spotify have done the right thing here and given you visibility on every token you're spending, even if it's on your subscription plan. It's also got a built-in web browser, so we can actually test everything right here inside Xirp. You've also got the ability to open in terminal, set editor command in settings, natural selection off, and fork a session. Plus, you can just stop the coding agent mid-run if you want. I'm actually going to click here to start a new session, and look at this. It spins up a brand new Claude Code session, which I can maybe change the model. I don't need to use Fable 5 for everything. Let's go down to Opus, and here I'm just going to say, build a very simple landing page for my 3D shooter game. Make it very simple and straightforward, something I can immediately open as an HTML file in my browser. And because we're working in the same project, it will see the context of what my other agent is building over here and build that landing page for me. So all of my coding agents in one place, manageable on the left-hand bar, and I can see their status at any time. It's now running on localhost :8000. But look at this, up by the web browser, there is already the number 1, and it's recognized that this is now attached to what I've just created. Click it, open it, and boom, look, I've got a web browser with Neon Strike, the landing page for my awesome 3D shooter game. It's previewed right here inside Xirp. But here's the big shot. Change the agent mid-session from Claude Code to Codex, and keep going. Xirp keeps the session. The agent is completely swappable. We'll just close down that browser, and up here, I'll change from Claude, swap to Codex, and watch how smooth this is. Boom, look at this. We've now got, yes, GPT 5.6 Sol default running with all the context of everything we've done, and I'll prove it. summarize in a very brief sentence or two what we've already done. It's working away. Note that this is OpenAI Codex. We built a self-contained landing page for the 3D shooter game, Neon Strike, added responsive animations and interactive effects, and served it locally. I mean, that is mind-blowing. That is one of the biggest problems solved. Claude Code, Codex, Gemini, whatever harness you're using to do your coding is now hot swappable with one drop-down. And this is why I got so excited about Buzz the last couple of weeks, the fact that you can create your own AI agents and swap whichever AI model you're using in the background with a click of a drop-down menu. And if you want to learn more Buzz, click the link down below, join my community. There's a full 90-minute getting started with Buzz tutorial right there. I can hit Command G on my Mac, and look at this. I've got one terminal window here, but I've got a grid view. So this is absolutely insane. With the grid view, I can spin up new sessions here, and I can start really as many sessions as I like and get multiple different versions of Claude Code all running in a box. And I can obviously resize these so I can see what's going on in each window. I can literally spin up sessions until Xirp complains. This is multiplayer coding right inside one app. We've also got Command K, where we can open up the palette and run all the commands we'd like to, like starting a new session, renaming sessions, shortcut there, and Command Shift K will allow us to switch between sessions that are active and running right now. This has been running for over 18 minutes, and I'd kind of like to go and make a cup of coffee and know when my coding agent has completed. And with all these sessions down the side, I want to know if an agent gets stuck, asks me a question, or has finished doing its task. The badge is there, but it's lit up on a screen, and I have to be in front of my Mac to know about this. There's no API, nothing from Xirp that can reach my phone, and I've got maybe 14 agents all doing things, and nothing is coming to me directly. So the agents just wait. I maybe lose 20 minutes without knowing anything, so I'm going to fix that right now. This is Zapier, where I'm going to create a trigger, and yes, you guessed it, it's going to be a webhook. This is exactly where the hooks come in handy from Xirp, because we can literally send an update hook to a webhook by Zapier. So that's the start of my Zap. We'll make sure to catch the hook. Now we've got a hook URL that we'll copy for later. For the action, really simple, I'm going to add in Telegram. I've already got a magic bot connected, which is absolutely fantastic. We'll send a message. Okay, we've labeled it Xirp to Telegram. We'll publish that Zap right now. I'll now paste in that Zapier webhook and say, can you make it so that every time something requires your action or one of the Claude Code sessions completes, it pings this Zapier webhook with a customized message and lets me know by triggering the Zap. I'll set this up with Claude Code hooks. That's exactly the hooks that Xirp enabled when I first installed it. As you can see, it's editing my Claude settings.json, exactly what it should do so that I can be notified via Zapier webhook and get a Telegram message. It says I'll add a small script plus global hooks so this works across all your project. Look at this. Just before it finishes, it's asking me what exactly it's going to notify me about. How about when something needs my action and when a session is complete? And yeah, absolutely, when a sub-agent finishes. It's orchestrating, and that's great because Zapier isn't just a to-do list, it's actually an AI orchestration platform. It's the layer that sits between the thing that happens and every single human system that needs to know about it. Like this complex coding project, the trigger is the webhook by Zapier, catches the hook, and then the URL sends to my phone so I can act on everything. And look at that right there on my phone. As I'm talking, I've got a message from my Zap magic bot. And you can see it right here. Zapier returns success on both pings. So let's go in, look at the Zap runs, give them a little refresh, and boom, successful. Yes, I've had 2 pings here. We can see that I've had my session complete ping from Xirp demo right into Zapier. It even sends nice info like which computer it came from, the name of the session ID, timestamps, and really everything I need. So it doesn't just have to stop there. I could actually go ahead and edit this Zap, go on and add a third step, and of course we'll use the wonderful Zapier tables here. We can create a record. I've created this Xirp log Zapier table that can log the session ID and any comments I need. So let's go ahead and map in the session ID and also the output from the log. And there it will all go straight through with the session ID and all of the data that's sent to the webhook. So I've got full visibility on everything happening inside Xirp, no matter where I am. It's all recorded. And look at this, in a new session I can say, make this into a Git repository locally and make one commit. This is important because it means we can have many agents working on our project without them colliding with each other. And now over here, instead of hitting new session, I can do new worktree session. And look at this, it will spin up a brand new worktree. It gives it a name here. And now I'm working with an agent without it colliding with other agents. This is really cool. Also, you might notice up here next to new session and new worktree, you've got new terminal. This is, absolutely amazing. This is like God mode for coding. And there you go. That is Spotify's Xirp. You can command your coding agents, you can hot swap them as you go, and they can even ping your phone using Zapier. Now, here are a few caveats that I should put up front. It's closed source, there is no repo, there is no license. They open sourced Backstage back in 2020, they didn't do the same here. It's Mac OS only, no server deployment, you can't SSH into a session, one app running on one Mac, and that's why I use Zapier so it could actually ping me on Telegram when I'm away doing other things. Also, you can't sign up with Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, it has to be your work email, and transcripts, as I discovered earlier, are not redacted. Their words, it doesn't scrub or redact credentials, personal data, or sensitive info before upload. So make sure you're very careful with what you do. And most of the value is wired into Portal, and that is probably something you don't have access to. So I can actually click this right now, open the browser, and here is my game ready to play. Oh my goodness me. Actually, do you know what? This is really not bad. I'm playing this right inside Spotify Xirp. It doesn't seem to be shooting all the things, or maybe it's just I'm bad at this. I have to reload, I can move around, I can go maybe get some of these power-ups, and of course I can escape and go back to my coding session, make changes to this game as I go. So, Spotify Xirp, it's good, it's free, and if you're on a Mac with a work address, go and get it. 50 agents isolated with work trees, swap the model mid-task, all of this is real, but, of course, it stops at the glass. Once you leave your Mac behind in the room, you are out of the picture. But for a free app that anyone can use to vibe code games and websites and other things, it's actually pretty good. But I want you to give it a go and let me know how many agents can you run. What breaks first? Let me know in the comments if you'll be using this, because I want to know if anyone's actually going to use this and if it's going to improve your workflow. Zapier made this easy for me to see outside of my Mac, and everything I run, including the full setup, is in my community, which is linked up down below. Thank you so much for watching, and YouTube is showing a video on your screen now. You should watch next.